Hello, I'm Steve Nall, Sales Manager for UBEO Business Services in Longview, Texas. I'd like to introduce you to Peyton Davis, Print Shop Manager for Ranger Print. Peyton, why don't you tell us a little more about the history of Ranger Print and your experiences prior to partnering with UBEO?
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Our previous vendor of 10 plus years provided us with a low-end color production unit and a couple of black and white production units. We had a manual job submission process, and we were constantly outsourcing jobs that we could not facilitate in-house. The Kilgore leadership understood that in order to achieve our goals with Ranger Print, we had to find a partner that would provide an equipment solution and the expertise to build a better workflow. That's when we began working with UBEO. We now have the ability to support Kilgore College and the surrounding community much better than before.
So Peyton, why don't you take us on a tour of the shop and show us some of Ranger Print's new technology?
Let's do it. So Steve, let's start off at the Canon Arizona. This machine is amazing. In the past, rigid substrate printing had been a two-step process, but this Arizona prints directly on the substrate, which has several benefits. The range of applications is huge, everything from stickers, printed signage on corrugated plastic, boards, floor graphics, window clings, and magnets. When you think about branding and all the different areas you could apply a logo, the Arizona opens up more possibilities over traditional printing.
Peyton, wow, what an incredible addition to your print shop. As I understand it, you have a sister machine that does the finishing that comes off of this machine. Can we go see that?
Yeah, let's go give it a look.
Now, Peyton, this has always been one of my favorite machines, the Colex Cutter that you have. What type of industries are you able to produce media for, and what type of substrates are you using for those specific industries?
Yeah, so that's kind of a loaded question just because there's not much that it can't do. The Colex can cut a wide variety of substrates for a ton of different applications. Just yesterday, we were cutting KIX Cut sticker sheets for Kilgore College. We've produced corrugated boards for yard signs and can produce permanent signage for local businesses using soft metals like aluminum or acrylic up to 2 inches thick. We've also produced some amazing theater props out of plywood for the college as well. Like I said, the options are pretty limitless.
Wow, that's really amazing what you can do on this machine. Let's go ahead and move over to the other side of the shop and look at some of the more traditional cut sheet applications that you're able to do for the community.
Sure, let's go this way.
Peyton, in this facility, you have 2 Iridesse production systems. What are some of the jobs that this machine can do that maybe some of the other shops are not able to produce?
Yeah, with the Iridesse, we can print everything from flyers, brochures, and postcards to small posters and saddle-stitched booklets. One benefit of the Iridesse is that we can now print on a 13 by 26 inch oversized sheet for larger trifolds like restaurant menus. Another capability we now have is specialty color printing. Adding toners like fluorescence, clear, white, gold, and silver open up an entirely new range of specialty print effects for that extra pop. Using embellishments makes your collateral more eye-catching and hopefully more memorable.
Peyton, this is all really fascinating and amazing, and what you have in the shop is just above and beyond anything we've seen in the East Texas area. But I know you've got one more machine that you're excited to show me.
Yeah, let's go check it out. This is the grand finale. This is the EFI 32R Plus. We call this machine the Grand Poobah. Let's go take a look. The biggest advantage of this device is pretty obvious. It's the size. EFI 32R uses media that's 10 feet wide. Some of the applications you would expect to see from this machine and the HP Latex are large-scale window clings, indoor and outdoor banners, floor graphics, and vehicle graphics. We've produced a lot of exterior graphics for buildings with mesh media, and we've also done a lot of banner printing for the college. This machine can run a wider variety of flexible substrates like textiles and vinyl. If you're looking for easier installation and seamless print quality, this machine will get you there.
Now that you've had the chance to see some of the amazing capabilities that Ranger Print has to offer, don't hesitate to reach out for your next print project.